back to our F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. This is the Japanese Grand Prix, and you're probably wondering what this is. I'm actually working on a video right now where I'm gonna be upgrading my entire sim racing setup with our friends over at LG. We've got a brand new TV, brand new wheel, rim, everything is new. So if you wanna see that video when it comes out, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. Anyways though, today is my first time trying out the brand new sim racing setup on a proper video like this, where we're jumping into our next Grand Prix in our career mode. So I guess without further ado, let's just get into it. We've got a sponsor renewal. Our sponsors have been so good to us for the entire season, so we'll renew those guys. Anyways, the next race is the Japanese Grand Prix, and we have 9 days on the calendar before we actually get out there. And here's how we're gonna spend it. 4 days, a funded team event that's away. Look at that morale department though, that's so good. We're gonna go even further than that though. 3 days on an aero department focus, even more morale, and then finally 2 days after that, I guess we'll go with this one for some team acclaim. Awesome, that is looking good in terms of our facilities. I do not have enough money after I nearly went bankrupt in the last episode, so we'll move on from that over to our R&D tree. We actually had an upgrade fail last episode. I didn't even know it was going on, but we will get that back installed and hopefully fit it on the car soon. And then after that, actually, I wanted to come to our aero department because we're doing so many aero morale stuff right now. I'm just gonna upgrade a minor DRS part. It'll help us overtake people in a straight line, always a good thing, and it basically uses up the rest of our resource points. But in terms of the standings, it is super close. Between myself and Lewis, we are only 5 points apart. Anyways though, without further ado, let's advance some time, start getting those new upgrades onto the car. That is already looking super good. I actually need to take a look and see like our R&D tree and compare it to everybody else's, because I think we've just done a bunch of upgrades. Yes, every single one of them was actually applied to the car successfully. So we've now got better battery, better DRS. We've also got that durability part added onto the car. That is so sweet. Anyways, I'm gonna go out, do practice around Japan, get adjusted to the wheel a little bit, and we'll rejoin out here for qualifying. And just like that, welcome to Japan for a little bit of qualifying using the new wheel, and you guys are gonna have to bear with me for today. This is completely different from what I'm used to. Also, side note, yes, over the next coming episodes, races, weeks, and so on, we will be turning off a bunch of assists. Right now, my main focus is to get used to the wheel and get up to speed using the new wheel, because honestly, this is like the biggest change that you could make for someone in my position. Jumping over to a new wheel makes the cars feel so much, I don't know, heavier, I guess, than I'm used to them feeling, and it's very difficult to adjust to these. Regardless, though, I am super excited to give this all a go, get better, get faster, turn the assists off, and just enjoy F1 2020 and 2021 and so on. Anyways, though, a pretty shocking lap out here for lap number 1 of Japan. We are definitely gonna need to do another lap and see if we can clean up a couple of areas, because yeah, right now I'm P3. We have to do better than that. I've already dropped down to P7. I mean, we'll get some more soft compound tires ready, but yeah, I've got a lot of work to do. It's just little, even small things like my DRS button's in a different place, my battery button's in a different place, and things like that. Just tons of little adjustments that I need to make to figure out how to use this wheel properly. Yeah, I've dropped down to P12. I'm gonna give Danny Rick in front of me a little bit of breathing room, and we will go put in this lap with no talking. It's gotta be a good one. Unfortunately, I've only been able to go half a second green, which is not really good enough. Do not mess it up through the last corner. Almost messed that up. Nice exit though, 0.8 seconds green. kind of saved that one at the end there, and we go P7. I mean, honestly, if you combine the fact that I'm using a brand new wheel today with the fact that I'm not that great around Japan, P7 kind of makes sense. Meanwhile, our teammate does go fastest by half a second. Man was sandbagging. Who knows though? People might have some penalties coming into this Grand Prix. We're closing in on the end of the season, so anything is really possible. Meanwhile, my ex-teammates starting up in P3. That is insane. Those Renaults must have done an amazing job. Max Verstappen out there kind of struggling in his Ferrari. Charles Leclerc picks up a penalty. Williams, at the end of the day, are still Williams. Lance Stroll picks up a penalty. And Mick Schumacher is the slowest of all. So what's the race strategy looking like for today? We're starting on the softs, jumping on some hards on lap number 10. Okay, I would imagine we're gonna be able to push those tires out maybe lap 10, 11 or so, and then jump on some mediums, but I don't really know. We'll have to see. So without further ado, clutches in, rev it up, lean revs. And away we go for the Japanese Grand Prix. Not my best getaway I've ever had, but let's take a look up the inside. Nice little gap. Get on the brakes early. Don't want to smash into the back of anybody. I get a warning for collisions with Gasly. I think we got away cleanly-ish. Let me take a look. I'm flying up the inside. Gasly's got, I think that's Lando in front of him. I've now overtaken Pierre Gasly. I'm well in front of him, nearly a full car length. And Gasly just comes and crashes into me because he's trying to follow his racing line. It's not like he didn't see me. He pushes me off the circuit, and then luckily I'm able to recover when I get back on and stomp on the brakes in time to not crash into Lando. I mean, hey, I'll take it, not a problem for me. Meanwhile, Bottas and Carlos Sainz duking it out between each other, my old teammate, as they go wheel to wheel through the S's. Also, take a look at the leaderboard. Lewis is all the way down in P7. That is insane. Whoa, I almost got to look up Lando up the inside. That was completely unintentional. We got fake yellow flags behind. Lewis is still getting held up by Pierre Gasly, who I really want to pull away from. I don't know if he's got damage after he nearly took us out of this Grand Prix. That would have been really bad, by the way. Anyways, those Renaults seem to have done some upgrades because they are super fast. Meanwhile, speaking of super fast, Ricardo's gone. Anyways, though, I've actually got a nice little slipstream on Lando, caught right back up to him. Fantastic news. Like I said, a lot of today's race is just going to be adjusting to the new wheel, and I feel like we're not doing that bad a job of it. Obviously, we know our car is way faster than that McLaren, so I've got to clean up some of my lines, especially through the S's. That's where I struggle and lose so much time to the other drivers. It's insane. Meanwhile, Lewis is still getting held up behind. That sucks for him. We've now got DRS on Lando. Lando is way too far from the Mercedes in front of him to get DRS. So, okay, now we can turn up the pace. Now we can catch up to Lando and think about going for an overtake. Let's go.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Woohoo! Hello, Jeff. Hey, did I or did I not call that? I will see you on lap 11 for some mediums, buddy. All right, that's good. That's really good news. Meanwhile, I have kind of dropped off the pace of Lando in front of us. I feel like I'm kind of overheating these tires. Yep. Meanwhile, there goes Pierre Gasly, who's trying to get a run on me. No. One does not simply overtake an NCP car down a big straight. No, we make life difficult for you, bud. We'll keep trying to catch up to Lando, run away from Gasly and so on, and more importantly, probably right now, try to cool those tires down. I feel like those mediums should help a little bit. Oh, no. Yellow flags behind as well. I don't know who that's for, but Lewis has finally got in front of Pierre Gasly. You know, I want to find out what those yellow flags are. That's sketchy. Oh, are we gonna get a safety car? Oh, somebody did blow up. That is one of the AlphaTauris. I'm not sure who that is. Don't actually know who races for them anymore, but we will see. Is that going to be a safety car out here? It doesn't seem like it. Anyways, we've got Lewis behind. Kevin Magnussen is out of this Grand Prix. All right, so there you go. In other news, though, my tires are not working at all. Turning, nothing, nothing, nothing. 106 degrees in the front there. It's just... why doesn't it turn, bro? I think you can now see my problem with Japan as a circuit, because this place just eats my tires alive. It overheats my tires completely, and it just ruins my race. There you go. Running deep again, turning. Not much in the car to give. Luckily, Pierre Gasly didn't get in front. Lewis is already 1.7 seconds in front of me. Oh, I could have used that safety car. Well, Lewis has run away, so I'm going to try to put some distance in, make sure Gasly does not get past us, and we'll go in for our pit stop in like 2-3 laps or so. Whoa, what? Lewis just jumped into the pits? Yo, Lewis jumped into the pits for hard compound tires. Oh, Lewis. Not only is he giving up really good track position for that, I think he's going to come out in some traffic. I don't think that was the best move. Not to mention he's on hard compound tires compared to mediums. He's gonna be slower. Speaking of people in the pit lane, 1 lap later, there is Valtteri Bottas and Carlos Sainz. No way. I think Bottas got him on the pit stop there. That was insane. And there is Ricardo, who is also gone for the medium. So I'm going in this lap. Ricardo's not going to slow me down. I'm not going to slow him down. This is perfect. Perfect strategy from the squad. Pierre Gasly is coming into the pit lane. Stomp on the brakes, please. No penalty. Thank you very much. So that was a good thing that we sent it through that corner. All right, now we just need a good pit stop because we know those guys are going to be very close behind. Actually, they might be getting held up by some people. Come on.
Go.
Very good stop. 2.9. Whoa. Max? Where did you come from? I didn't know Max Verstappen was anywhere near us. Speaking of Red Bull, there goes Alex Albon. Okay. Whoa, Danny Rick sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix on those tires. Okay, we are reeling in Albon in front. Actually, hold on real quick. Where's Lewis? No, Lewis is in P7. Okay, well, I mean, we should be able to catch up to him. First order of business, though, is Alex Albon. Let's catch up to him. Come on. Oh, actually, take a look at this. Lando finally got overtaken by Lewis, and I think Lando has a problem with his car because he's now holding up Alex Albon in this Grand Prix. Ooh, maybe I could get an overtake here. I don't know. Also, side note, I have officially learned that this car is so fuel efficient. Basically, even if I'm driving in rich revs, the amount of fuel I have left over goes up. It is insane how fuel efficient I've made this Formula 1 car. Don't know how I've done it, but there you go. For the future, we always underfuel the car now, all right? Who knew that all we needed was a slow papaya in front to get right back into this Grand Prix? This is good. Sitting in the slipstream of Alex Albon. Come on, can I go round the outside up here? Maybe late on the brakes. Don't go into the back of Lando. We're wheel to wheel with Albon. Albon doesn't have the straight line speed to compete with us. I'm sorry, buddy. Now let's see if we can get Lando as well, minimize the amount of points that Lewis is gonna get over us in this Grand Prix today. There are still 6 laps to go. I have plenty of time. If I can stick with Lando through this corner, I'm gonna get a massive run on him. Had to lift in the middle of the corner. It didn't hurt me too badly. We're able to gaining, don't even need any DRS. Thank you very much. up the inside, up into P5. Thank you. These guys behind me shouldn't really have the horsepower to be able to catch up to our car, especially in a straight line. So let's turn the car down, save up some rich revs. When I say save up rich revs, I mean cool the engine down because I don't need fuel. Albon knows that I struggle with this circuit and he is pushing so hard right now. He's got DRS. He's got everything. Break the slipstream as much as I can. Come on. He is right behind. Do not let him get it. Come on the brakes. Nice and early. Turn it in. Danny Rick's going to get to the line anytime now. There it is. Fastest lap of the Grand Prix. What an absolutely insane performance for Danny Rick. Through the final sector. Come on the brakes. Nice, early, play it safe. Checkered flag in front. Albon too far behind. We got him. P5. For the first time using the new wheel, it's 1,000 degrees in here right now. I'm completely overheating. That was an amazing performance today. Massive GG goes out to Danny Rick, picking up another P1 for the team. Valtteri Bottas P2, so that's again big points for Mercedes. And then Carlos Sainz P3. Renault has done some huge upgrades to their car. They are fast. Luckily for us, though, Lewis only picks up 2 points over us. So in terms of the standings, it is still good. Not by much, though. 3 points separates us right now. That is it. 85-point lead to Mercedes behind. Who else had a good race out there today? Yo, Ocon. P13 to P8, very nice. Good news for us, the sponsors love a result like that. What? Danny Rick picked up 26 grand of damage? When? We got some good money in the bank. That was an awesome race. Considering the entire situation, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon with some more F1. See you then. Bye!